Sean said sorry in advance of this card. Let's find out what it is. Oh, Dimensional Breach. Exile all permanents for as long as any of those cards remain exiled at the beginning of each player's that return one.
Today on Commander Replay, we check out this Jetmir Nexus of Revels deck and find out who can get the best stuff back first after this Dimensional Breach. Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, there's two great ways to support the channel. All links are in the description below. I got some new merch available. The official Commander Replay mug is now available in blue and colors beside blue.
Welcome back, everyone. Playing Jetmir Nexus of Revels today. Let's take a look at this opener. If we had 2 lands, I'd probably keep, but I'm cheating on lands a little bit in this deck, so we're going to mulligan into 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. We should probably keep 4 lands. I know there's no ramp. I know there's no card draw, but like I said, I'm cheating a little bit, and I think we have a lot of room to get worse than this, so I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and keep. Oh, I should have put Settle the Wreckage in this deck. You could use it to ramp yourself, although you probably don't need to do that because green, but in mono white, that is a thing sometimes. Fabro Welder is some mana ramp. Love that. Love that. Get this Scattered Groves tapped. It's kind of awkward, so we'll just do that now. Was thinking about holding up the cycle, but just get the tap land out of the way. This one has some chance of being able to come in untapped. We'll see. We might just play it next turn if we don't have anything happening on 2. Let's take a read of our commander. It's Jetmir Nexus of Revels, 4 mana for a 5/4. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as you control 3 or more creatures. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have trample as long as you control 6 or more creatures. And creatures you control get +1/+0 and have double strike as long as you control 9 or more creatures. I really like the design of this card. I think it's a really cool commander. I think this is going to breathe a lot of life into Naya tokens. I just like the design of this card. It makes you care about something cool, and it does powerful things when you have a lot of creatures in play, but I like that there are conditions that need to be met in order to get those powerful abilities, so I do like Jetmir a lot. There's a Cultivate. Oh, well, this is going to get weird. Yeah, let's just get the Canopy Vista right here. Then we'll tap out and pass. Opponent did fire off a Rampant Growth, got their own ramp going. Do we go Fabro first or Cultivate first? Probably Fabro first, because then we would untap and have 2 additional mana, and then theoretically Cultivate and do all that. But yeah, I just think Jetmir's a really cool card. So far, I would say it's the one that I'm most excited about out of New Capenna. Let's take a look at our opponents. We got Fish Said Fish piloting Soramaro First to Dream. Yeah, this deck's really good. It's mono blue nonsense. Eventually it'll double up the mana and do some real wild things, so we would like to win before that happens. In the middle, we've got Sean piloting Ravos and Tymna. Powerful combo right there. I wonder if he's doing a Cleric's thing or if he's got something else in mind. Not entirely sure. I don't think I've seen this deck from him before. Not that I can recall, anyway. And then finally, we've got Dewubber piloting Mr. Orfeo, the Boulder. 4 mana for a 2/4. Whenever you attack, double target creature's power until end of turn. He did say before the game that Bad Jun Xenagos is still pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. We'll play the Plains right here. Play the Fabro Elder. Brainstorm for fish. You know, I get that blue players run this card, but when I play blue, I usually cut Brainstorm. Unless I'm trying to do something specific. If it's like a Storm deck, maybe you need a lot of cantrips, but, you know, as a card advantage piece, it just doesn't do that much for me. I guess it's really a thing of just like, I don't have a blue mentality when I'm building a deck. Like, blue players are all about kind of setting up their turns and, you know. Me personally, when it comes to card draw and stuff like that, I'll always go for the option that's more expensive but more powerful. One of Brainstorm's biggest strengths is that it's just really efficient. Mangara coming in. Yeah, that's a good one. It is also a cleric. Ooh, Nayeth of the Dire Hunt. Oh, are we losing stuff? No, they don't have mana yet. This card is scary. This is at a jump start. 4 mana 3/3. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control fight or become blocked, draw a card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 3. If you do, double target creature's power until end of turn. That creature must be blocked this combat if able. Ugh. I faced one of these once or twice, and it just got wild really quickly. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. What we should do is... Opponents do have blockers, so I think we're on the attack fish plan. And now I think we go on the explode with mana ramp plan. Play the Stomping Ground. Pay the life. If we go red, white, do this. That gets us a Goblin Bombardment. We tap this. That gets us 3 colors. We cast the Cultivate. Triggers the Mangara. God, turn 4 and we're already on multiple spells a turn. Green is so busted. What do we need? We have a lot of white in play. We have a lot of green in play. We'll get a second red. I guess a second white. The Mountain Inn tapped. Plains the hand. Play the Skull Clamp. Equip the Skull Clamp. And now I feel good that, like, if something should go wrong, we'll at least get some cards back out of the deal. And also we have a sack outlet, so we can sacrifice anything that's equipped anytime we need to, should we want to draw. Card that we have in hand that I'm excited about is Azuri's Predation. I would say this is an underloved card. It used to show up a little bit more in years past, but with creatures getting smaller and more efficient, a bunch of 4/4s that fight stuff has become much better than it used to be. Like, there aren't as many Eldrazi and other really big things running around quite as much as there used to be. This really kills a lot more stuff. I took a look a while back. I got really high on Flametongue Kavu, and I've been trying to jam Flametongue Kavu in, like, a lot of Boros decks for no apparent reason. And this was before Hearth and Home was printed, and then Hearth and Home really put a lot of excitement into me running Flametongue Kavu. But Flametongue Kavu's 4 damage kills, like, 75% of the top 50 commanders on EDH Rec. So Azuri's Predation, also 4 damage. Same thing is true. Like, you can kill a lot of stuff with 4 damage now. And I get it, it's 8 mana, but you're in green. That shouldn't be that hard to make. We'd be there next turn if we want to. But yeah, this is a card, and I have no idea what the paper cost is. I assume it's only been printed one time, so it's probably kind of expensive by now, is my guess. But yeah, this card is just, it's a powerful green spell that gives you removal, which is the one thing that green isn't super good at. Had some stuff come in while I was talking. There's a Kega the Tide Star. When it dies, gain control of target creature. Always brutal. Opponent does have some mana ramp in also. Sean's got a lot of mana ramp now. He's got a Signet and a Thran Dynamo. He probably actually has more mana than we do. It'll be very close, but his mana being on par with ours is a really good spot for him. And Jeff not doing too bad either. Has a Signet in play, has 4 lands. And his commander coming in. Yep, think we're going to be taking some damage right here. Fortunately, no mana for that Nayeth ability. You double. Yeah, that seems pretty wild. Is it In and Out that has the double? Or is that a different burger joint than I'm thinking of? In Texas, we have a place called P. Terry's, which is like In and Out, but way better. Everyone from California is probably losing their in the comments right now. Having said that. I do love me some P. Terry's. Sean blocks with a Mangara, not interested in taking the 6. Wonder if he's setting on the board wipe, or maybe it's a Reanimator deck. I've definitely seen that with the Cleric's deck a few times. Yeah, I mean, he has Ravos. Not too hard to get it back, right? We untap with our thing. That's cool. Cast his hero, Bladehold. Can we cast our commander? I guess we can cast our commander. Yeah, let's just, like, way overcommit into this board wipe. Actually, we should go to combat first. We do appear to have an open attack into Sean, so we'll take that. God, Fabro Elder is so good. Card is, like, busted, honestly. Yeah, let's tap this thing. Cast our commander. Jetmir into play. I guess we'll just play the Sacred Foundry tapped. And we'll pass like that. Yeah. Do opponents have removal? That's the question that I think they're going to want to answer very soon here. Fish plays a Vesuva copying War Room. Gets herself a Thought Vessel, a card that can be sneakily good in that deck that no max hand size can come into play with some of the draw in that deck. There's a Solemn. That's a nice blocker for what's going on. I guess Kega is too. Was Sean setting up for a board wipe? Nope. Esper Sentinel. Athreos, God of Passage. Yeah. Okay. He may have mistapped, though, because I think he could have got Ravos in. Yeah. He could have got Ravos in right there also, but he mistapped his mana. Unless he has another play lined up. While we're playing Naya tokens, a few years back, and I don't think any of these games ever made it to video, and they probably should have, but I don't even know if I still have them anymore. But one of my Patreons, I don't remember who, because it was a couple years ago now, probably 400 or 500 games ago at this point. One of my Patreons had a really sweet Rith the Awakener deck, and it was brutal. We played, I think, 3 or 4 games with it, and they just destroyed us in every single game. Like, the deck just spirals out of control so unbelievably fast. And then now that I'm thinking about it, there's 2 cards I forgot for this deck. Aura Mutation and the other one. Artifact Mutation, is that it? I don't remember. But yeah, they just did some stuff. And it really gave me an understanding of, like, how strong Naya tokens is, or even, like, green-white tokens. It is a very powerful strategy. And you can just run over games. And, like, This was against my good Aurelia deck at the time, too. And it was just too slow. Like, if you don't have 2 board wipes in your opener, you're probably dead against that deck. Now, being that that was a couple years ago, as fast and as consistent as that deck was, a lot of decks are now that fast and that consistent, so it probably doesn't stand out in the same way today that it did, but it's still really good. It's a really, really good strategy. Played the Ishin's token deck recently, and that one got really wild, too. Did like 100 damage on turn 7 or something like that. Oh man, I should put Martin Stromgold in this deck. We got some updates to make after the game. We're gonna make a few changes. Yeah, opponent's gonna attack us with a 4/4. We'll just take that. They don't have any mana up, so I don't think anything untoward is gonna happen right here. Divine, oh my god. Oh my god. Probably should, right? Play Plains, cast Divine Visitation. Esper Sentinel's going to trigger. Sean can have the card. Although, I actually don't know if we have any... I don't think we have anything else to do this turn. We have Skull Clamp stuff. We'll pay. We'll pay. I told everyone this is going to be a stronger game, so in a stronger game, you should probably pay. In a weaker game, it's somewhat okay not to. Go to combat. Things are gonna get silly. 6/4. If we have 6 or more creatures, we won't get to 6 or more this combat, but we'll send this thing over to the Wubber since it looks like it has safe attacks. This into Sean because it looks like it has safe attacks, and we staying put with the Fabro. Looks like this is also going in the Sean just because opportunity. He's the only one without a strong blocker, so do some attacking. Battle Cry on the bottom. Tokens on top. We'll send the tokens over to Fish. Yeah, we got some damage going now. Those are 6/4s. Yeah, it's pretty good. They're gonna block one. See what they want to steal. We can fortunately sack anything that they try to steal. Sean blocks with Esper Sentinel. It goes down. Trying to preserve his life total. Kega gonna steal our Hero of Bladehold. That is disappointing. That will slow things down. I think we just sacrifice it. Everyone else is at 32, so we'll sacrifice the Hero of Bladehold. It does make me sad, but I think that's the correct call. Sean's gonna target us. He can have his thing back. Pay 3 life. Fizzle the Kega trigger. I'm glad we got that out of the way. And I guess we could have used Winds of Abandon on it, but rather save that for later into the game. If opponents cast a flurry of creatures this turn, maybe we think about the Azuri's Predation, because that will give us a lot of creatures and probably get us a few more modes on this thing. I meant to move the Skull Clamp. Whoops. Whatever. Fabero's still probably a pretty high priority target. Burnished Heart, more mana. Yep. More blockers, also. What do we need? 6 for Trample. It's not too bad. 9 for Double Strike. Ugh, takes an extra turn. Yep, it's no good. Fish going on the attack over to Sean. They only have 1 card in hand, so I think this is just the, try to get some value. You need to do something type of extra turn. I mean, extra turns are always really good, but she needs to do something impactful with the next turn. Kind of get back into it. There's a lot of aggro on the board, too. We're an aggro deck, and this Mr. Orfeo deck is also pretty aggressive, so life totals are going to drop pretty quickly as long as anyone has creatures in play. Fish's second turn. She has enough mana that she can do some good value plays and just she could set up more with Landscape, draw with the War Room. Yeah, it looks like she's going to draw with War Room. Leave some mana up, can either crack the Heart or the Landscape. If we could see 2 or 3 more creatures, I'm thinking about the Azuri's Predation. I guess we could also attack with the Angel, then sacrifice it. Esper Sentinel. Yeah, that's another one we can clean up. Get another 4/4. Archon of Cruelty. That's definitely coming our way. Sacrifice, discard, and lose 3 life. Ugh. I like the Azuri's Predation too much, so we're gonna sacrifice the Angel, discard the Winds of Abandon, and try to get fancy with Azuri's Predation and probably Skull Clamp and Goblin Bombardment next turn. Yeah, that'll definitely get the Azuri's Predation out of my hand. Cultivate for opponent into the Esper Sentinel. Pays the 1. These are going to be 4/4 Angels with flying also. That's pretty cool. Opponent can fight something with Naeth. Wouldn't love that. We are actually... Oh no, it's not the fight, it's the double. They can double. Would only make it 8, which is good. It's not the end of the world. Everyone has blockers. Oh, he decides not to pay for it. Yep, it's coming back our way. We're just going to take this one because it should get cleaned up with the Azuri's Predation. This one over to Sean. Well, that's interesting. It's going to double the power on his commander. Yep, call our bluff right there. What is this? Vigilance, Trample, and Double Strike. Yeah, we're still a ways away from the Double Strike. That would make blocking profitable, though. Sean gonna block. No, don't block with the Esper Sentinel. Oh, it's gonna give us less Azuri's Predation targets. Jeff gets a draw card because the creature got blocked. Yep. See what he does with the Athreos trigger. We have the least life. Targets Jeff, see what he does. Pays the life. Love it. I was going to pay the life this time. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty cool turn, I think. Hopefully Fish doesn't have a counter. Kabir takedown is also very helpful. Let's tap this thing for mana. Cast Azuri's Predation. Fish is going to crack the heart. Yep, that's much better than a counterspell. That's fine. Nice. Jeff flips over his morph creature. It was a blistering fire cat. So that'll at least trade with one of the tokens that is going to fight it. Nice. That's funny. It's a good thing Sean blocked. We fight a bunch of things. We end up with 3 angels left over. Oh, wow. Something killed the Archon of Cruelty. Oh, yeah, I think I know what happened. At the time that they fought, these, I think, had 6 power. Yeah, we would have had 6 creatures in play. So that was enough to kill the Archon. We didn't even have to sacrifice anything. We are definitely going to pay the life. Pay 3 life. I'm going to move the Skull Clamp over to an angel. Sacrifice that angel. Sean's got the most. Get the 1 damage and draw 2 cards. I just want to get a little more value here. Didn't catch the land that I was looking for, but we'll go Sands the land this turn. Put the Skull Clamp on this one just in case something should happen. Got a new card, Cabaretti Charm. Just kind of threw this in here to test it out. With the Divine Visitation in play, the make 2 tokens mode seems pretty good. We'll attack Fish with our commander. Does have Vigilance. Yeah, Azuri's Predation. That just cleaned the board up. Now, if opponents have a board wipe, they're definitely going to play it. Oh, Jeff said he punted. If he did that right, he would have flipped the morph creature on the attack. Yeah, that would have been an extra 6 damage. No, Raven form on Skull Clamp. No, oh, we should have just drew cards. I should have sacked that thing. I clicked too quickly. That's actually pretty painful. Once the card draw gets shut off, that is actually concerning. That does make us another angel, though. At some point, they're just going to have to worry about us having a lot of damage. Cracks the landscape. Fish has a Blast Zone. That's actually really good against tokens. Goes for a Hedron Archive, though. Yeah, probably trying to set up for a commander next turn, but... now that Fish is tapped out... Oh, Sapphire Medallion, yeah. Now she's tapped out. I might try to take her out this turn. Haven't actually counted how much damage do we have. Lethal. We have about 26, if I'm counting right. 25. And if we're like 1 or 2 short, we could get there with a Goblin Bombardment if things get dire. Sean's going to draw a card? Yep. Sean said sorry in advance of this card. Let's find out what it is. Oh, Dimensional Breach. Exile all permanents for as long as any of those cards remain exiled at the beginning of each player's that return 1. Ugh. Command Zone. No. So our tokens won't come back, which is unfortunate. But our commander will, and our commander's decent. What's important here is that we had creatures and our opponents didn't. Can also get mana going pretty quickly with Fabro. Might do that. Yeah, it was a pretty dire situation for opponents. 2 lands for Jeff. He's practically back in it. Looks like we might be playing the Kabir takedown as a land. Unless we draw a land. That's the discard. I mean, I guess the question is, how important is that land? Yeah, we're going to start with the Fabro Elder because mana makes sense. There's a land. Play the land. We have mana. Pass the turn. Land for Fish. Sky Diamond, yeah. That's mana. Goes for the Thran Dynamo. Yep, and a land. Arcane Signet. Tymna. Yeah, that's a pretty good turn. Yeah, I definitely wish I got 1 more Skull Clamp activation in there. 2 extra cards would be a pretty big deal right now. Ignoble Hierarch. Dimensional Breach. I think we get back our commander right here. The Great Henge is a pretty silly magic card. Play the Kabira Plateau. Gonna need to find... can we get to the Great Henge next turn? We might be able to. I'll attack Fish with the Vigilance. Down to 25. Oh, I meant to cast. I think we could have... Yeah, we could have cast Anointed Procession right there. Missed it. Strionic Resonator. Athreos is back. Ravos Soul Tender coming in, yep. I was hoping he was going to cast it that 1 turn so we could catch it with the Azuri's Predation. Oh, he's probably going to get back the Archon. Not going to love that. Path to Exile on our Fabro Welder is not the best. Does give us mana, though. Use the ability. Get a Forest. Tymna over to Fish. Pays the life, draws a card. Yeah, I wish we got that Anointed Procession in. Oh, this doesn't draw off tokens. Okay. It's good to know. Good to know. We're still going to try to get it in, because it's an insane card, but... Zatora the Incinerator. Oh, yeah. Fling on a creature. Fish doesn't think so. That's an Arcane Denial. I'm fine with that. Card draw is valuable at this stage of the game, though. We're going to return something with green mana. Canopy Vista seems good. Reconnaissance. It's not exactly what I was looking for right here, but... Get the Great Henge in for 4 mana. Oh, I thought... Yep, never mind. I think I'm going to swing into Sean right here. Either get his life total down a little or... Oh, we don't even have Vigilance anymore. Or make him block. He's going to block. Athreos trigger. Targeting us, we'll pay the life. Yeah, I really don't want him getting that Archon back. Archon would break our back. Sadly, we don't have any more creatures that we can bring in to trigger the Great Henge. We just have to try to catch one off the top. Hedron Archive is back. Yeah, Fish is starting to have some mana now. Soramaro, Dimensional Breach. Urborg is in play. Eradicator Valkyrie. Flying lifelink, hexproof from Planeswalkers, boasts sacrifice a creature, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Ugh. At least we have a turn, so we're probably going to want to set up for this Cabaretti charm. Sending this over to Jeff. Man, I wish I knew what we had coming, because if there's a land on top, particularly a mountain, we need something that makes red mana. We would be able to go Anointed Procession and Cabaretti charm and get back Divine Visitation, but if we don't get the mana back, we won't be able to do that all in one turn. Because I imagine some nonsense is probably going to happen with these two things in play. Command the Dreadhorde. Wow, that's going to be a huge play for opponent. He's going to lose a lot of life. Xenago? Oh, yeah. He can probably kill someone with this board. Maybe two people. Xenago's trigger. That's a nice play. He's down to 13. Yep, on the Blistering Firecat. We about to see a Blistering Firecat kill? I don't think I've ever seen that in Commander. No, because Sean's going to flash in a Solitude. Not at all interested in finding out what's going to happen right here. He's going to exile the Xenagos. That won't stop this Firecat trigger, but it will stop Xenagos from being a continuous problem. Wow, the Solitude dies, creating an Athreos trigger so he can just get it back. Does Jeff want to pay 3 life? I mean, he's about to gain 6 back, so he's not going to be as low as 13, but still a tough call right there, I think. I mean, Solitude is really nasty. I mean, I guess if you don't pay it, he just keeps doing it, right? I guess he has to pay the evoke cost, which, he might run out of cards at some point, but yeah, that's a pretty nasty combo right there. I haven't seen that one. Solitude and Athreos. Jeff said his brother just got in a car accident, so he's got to peace out. I hope his brother's all right. So he scoops it up on account of family emergency. Well, it's going to make things complicated here. We get to return a thing. We do need red mana pretty badly. Let's go for this mountain. It's another land. Oh, we could have did the thing. Crap. Play the Arid Mesa. We could have got back Divine Visitation. Cast Anointed Procession. Tap this thing for mana. Crack the Arid Mesa. How many basics do we have? We have 2 basics. We can get a Cinder Glade. No, I need to get white mana right there. Crap. I was going to try to get the Reconnaissance. Go red, green, white. No, we can still do it. Okay. White, green, red. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Almost messed it up. Cast a Reconnaissance. Pseudo Vigilance and Protection for tokens, which I like. I think we keep swinging into Fish. Yeah, I mean, he's got a profitable block, so swing into Fish. Oh, crap. I meant to untap our thing. I clicked through it too soon. Man, that's like several misclicks this game. It's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. Those little things, they're going to add up. Like, if opponents have a big turn here. Because Anointed Procession could have come in the turn previously, and if it had, we'd be able to do the Divine Visitation and Cabaretti Charm play this turn. And, that might be enough to get us there, but if Sean wants to boast and make us all sacrifice, then, it's going to be rough. I mean, maybe we just wait anyway. Because I'm thinking about our commander is good, but we have enough now that we should be able to recast our commander, and recasting our commander would actually get us a draw, so maybe we let it go. Oh god, that's Training Ground. Yeah, that's why I've been chipping away at Fish. This is going to be bad. Draws a card. Return a land you control to your hand, draw a card. Returns another land. I mean, I guess there's a cost there. Up to 5 cards. Cast the Jace. Party Jace? Boy, could we use a card draw. Nope. Goes single target. Disappointing. Hopefully Sean recognizes what's going on here, because things about to get bad. That was a very big setup turn. If we don't find enchantment removal, artifact removal, Fish will probably go off next turn. Sean's going to activate War Room. That's fine. I mean, I guess getting Soramaro out of play probably keeps... Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to sacrifice Tymna to the thing and do all that. Sucks for us, but... What's unfortunate is that we had a lot of tokens in play when that Dimensional Breach went off, and the tokens ain't coming back. The tokens were a big part of our board state, so everyone else had all the mana rocks and stuff coming back, and we were just on lands, so pretty rough. Ravos coming back. Oh god, that means that Archon's gonna be back soon. Don't love that. Doing the attack thing. Yep. Tymna coming our way. We could totally be blocking this. Luckily, the curve in this deck is, like, fairly low for one of my decks. So with this much mana, we'd actually be able to cast most of the things that we would draw in the deck. There's a Tymna trigger. Does he boast? He definitely should. Yeah, there it is. Okay, each opponent's got a sacrifice. So that'll get Soramaro out of play and solve some problems for us. Sacrifices the Tymna. Tymna goes back to hand. Fish not wanting to pay the life. Yeah, she's at 9. I get it. We both sacrifice. Yeah, we're going to the command zone. Wait, is that target opponent? Oh, she sacrificed the Planeswalker. That's not good. We're going to die. We are going to die. Maybe not. These make... We get Divine Visitation back. These make flyers, but I still don't love it. Not in a good spot. Get Divine Visitation. Enlightened Tutor is a reasonable card. How much mana do we have? This is going to be 6. This is going to be 3. That's 9. We only have 8 mana, so we're just gonna sit and try to end step the Cabaretti Charm. Probably also end step the Enlightened Tutor. I don't even know what we can get, honestly. Oh, in the Web of War, we need token production. Is kind of what we need right now. So try to find something that makes tokens. But in the Web of War is also a really cool card that I put in the deck, and would be very exciting if we get to play it. This is interesting in the sense that it creates a situation where Fish probably has to kill Sean and not us, which I like. Transmutes a Teleria West. Oh, I'm sure I'm not going to love that. I'm sure that's in there for a reason. Oh, please don't be Mystic Sanctuary. Yep, it's Mystic Sanctuary. We need to strip mine. Yep, Time Warp. Oh, wait, nope, we've got a chance here. Fish is attacking us, so we can make some tokens. This is going to be our chance out of this, I think, because this should use up too much mana. Trade a 4/4. Probably should have put 2 in front just in case. Down Soramaro goes. That's huge. Cabaretti Charm coming through. It had a lot of help, but still. This thing's going to be 8 mana now. Oh, she might have another mana rock, though. We might not be out of it. Sapphire Medallion. She might be able to do it again. There's Mystic Sanctuary. Getting Temporal Manipulator. Maybe she takes the turn first. There's a Teferi Master of Time. Lovely. Draws and discards. Yeah, take the extra turn, cast Soramaro. Yep, this one's over. I'm scooping. So, we had a really aggressive start, but Dimensional Breach got us really good. And what's frustrating about that is that a play like that, like, definitely favors the blue combo deck. Like, whoever's got the easiest combo to assemble is going to favor that deck. So, the Dimensional Breach right there kind of sucked. I misplayed a couple times. If I had sacked with the Skull Clamp, drawn 2 extra cards, you don't know how that plays out. We could have done the Angel thing probably a turn or 2 sooner. Then I misclicked several more times, also delaying the turn on which I was able to get all the 4/4s in play. Because at some point I would have just attacked Fish and taken Fish out of the game. So yeah, the misclicks kind of piling up there. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel, vote on which decks I play next, or get some good games of Spell Table, be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below.